What's up, what's up, what's up? How's everyone? The new ORBX series. We've got the new rep pack for the C210 as well. So before we get going, we need to do the walk around. Parker brake set, avionics off, ignition off, landing gear down, master switch on. Post fight, take the pitot cover off. Tie down. Tie off.
Greetings. Watch the birdie.
Keeper Scams, welcome. Thank you for the follow, mate.
Back myself up.
Thank you for the follow, buddy. Chocks off. Take the covers off. Everything looks clear on there. No oil. It shouldn't be. It's a brand new plane. Another chuck off. Take the tie down. Let's finish with that. Go do a lights check. Lights are all good. Okay, let's check the weather. See what we've got for QNH. Uh, 1009. Winds at 17, so there's a little bit of a wind as well. That's 2980. Okay. Let's check the maintenance. So quick look outside. It's even got a preheater as well, which is pretty cool. It's connected there. All looks good. So let's load passengers for for economy. I think because it's the ret pack, I might have to do the set alias aircraft again. Oh, no, it's already done. Brilliant. Okay. So we go into EGCM Fenton Church, or Church Fenton, sorry. It's a bit of a trip. We've got enough fuel, I think. Yes, about 172 nautical miles. So let's get this all going. So we'll start with the left first. Cowl flaps open. Avionics off for now.
You screw up just this much, you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Joe, thanks for the host, mate. Appreciate that. Try it again. There we go. Avionics on.
Wing 7 Hotel Alpha, wind 20017, gust 22, runway 24, Sierra 7, for takeoff.
Right, this one is takeoff, wing 7 Hotel Alpha.
So we're good to go. Right, let's get this plugged in on the old mappage.
Scoot 433, runway 24, Sierra 7, please for takeoff, wind 20014, gust 22.
Okay, please takeoff, 34, speed 46.
Pretty scroll reel.
438 Sierra, behind British Airways, running from the left, line up away to runway 24, Sierra 6 behind.
And speed west, lining up, runway 24, Sierra 6 behind, Sierra.
EGXG we go in.
Ja, hello, this is 100, Tango, ready to Sierra 5.
Visual at the Tango, roger, behind the Austrian Fokker, line up away to runway 24, Sierra 5 behind.
Behind the Austrian Fokker, line up and wait.
It doesn't like that one.
Behind, Jersey 1, head up.
Oh mate, it crashed. Gutted. Gutted, gutted, gutted. How long did you have left?
Police to the 1, taxi to the balance, switch for 2.
Thank you, bye sir.
EGCJ, let's try that. It's close enough.
Austrian 3 Sierra, runway 24, Sierra 6, please for takeoff, wind 20014, gust 2.
Takeoff to 4, 68 Sierra, bye.
Okay, it's a bit worrying it's not on the map, this particular area we go in, but we'll see. Huh, strange. Good old project flyer.
Mike behind Flyby, on the runway, line up away to runway 24, Sierra 6 behind.
Left side, line up 240.
Right, so that's all set up. Okay, I think we're pretty much good to go. Let's have a look.
So, good evening, easy 850 for Charlie, Delta.
Initiator from November Charlie, roger.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout, mate. That's not a bad shout at all.
Just
Okay.
runway 24, shut 5 clear for takeoff, wind
Just
20
cheeky little,
degrees, gust 14, gust 22.
just cheeky little spin around here. Excuse me, Mr. Tug.
EasyJet 5 November Charlie, line up away, runway 24, shut 7, intersection departure. Roger, line up and wait via 77. Yeah, it's button to start.
How you finding your new computer there, mate? You enjoying it?
Runway 24, 06 for takeoff, line 5 mile. Can the 1847 behind EasyJet, line up away, runway 24, shut 7 behind. Right, EasyJet, clear line up behind 2407, can the 1847.
You'd have to stick a picture of it in Discord, mate, so we can have a look at it.
Scanner 311, Roger, hold short. Hold short.
Keeper of scams, how are you doing, mate? Longest 10 minutes. Why? What's happened? Thank you for the follow as well, buddy. Oh, I see. Yeah. That's to tends to stop people spamming you and stuff like that. Apologies, mate. Apologies. Tend to get a lot of people following you who aren't actual real sort of. They're like bots and things like that. They start spamming your page and things, so it's easy just to have a 10-minute wait on it. So this is the 210 Cessna 210 Centurion with the rep pack as well. No, not at all, mate, not at all. It's me being dumb forgetting that I've got that 10-minute thing on there. So I've been a bit cheeky. We've got the ORBX files last night. Flown a little bit with my settings and it was okay. But I've been a little bit cheeky and I've turned the setting up for environment, how many world objects there is. So let's see how it flies with this. I don't know whether my computer's going to handle it. If it doesn't, I'll just knock it down a notch and we'll go back down, but we'll see what happens. So fingers crossed it should be alright. So we've got flaps down. Bearing in mind we have got a 20 knot wind at the moment. So don't expect much on this takeoff, and we've got five people aboard as well. Yeah, keep scamming. Don't worry, mate. I mean, if you're struggling with it, we will help you. That's not a problem at all. Obviously, that's what we're all here for. All part of that. Yeah, you can see it blowing it around just with that. Alright, let's give it a go. Let's see what happens.
And we have the traffic inside. One Sierra 4, hold short, Bravo, Canada 1 on Saudi 933 for information, Embraer on the runway, will vacate. That's copied, we crossing runway 24, Saudi 933. Paper.
Yeah, this is not going good.
Sorry, good. Volta 395, got echo 6.
I'm over 395, line up away, tower 1 is left echo 6.
Not a point. Runway 18 left. Echo 6 and Volta 395.
We're up, but it's a strong old wind we got. And with the ret pack as well, it makes it so much harder. That wind really isn't helping, but we're up. We're up. To start. Nicholas, hello mate. How are you? This wind has us all over the shop. 5 people aboard. Good amount of fuel as well. It's struggling to get up at the moment. Got sort of 25-mile-an-hour gusts, so it's probably not meant to be flying in this weather, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, bit of a hairy takeoff there, but first time flying with the ret plaque, so it simulates it a lot more, doesn't turn as quick and things like that, so we're up, we're on the way. Farrell would be absolutely appalled with that. Melon would be in stitches. Sort the revs out now. DC3, yeah, DC3 is good. We fly that a bit in the group flights, to be fair. That's a nice aircraft to fly. Let's get the navigation on. I'm going to set it at probably around about 5,000 for now. See what it's like with the winds up there. We'll see how we go with that. Yeah, keep going, mate. I started literally all I ever used to fly was Zebo. All I ever flew was Zebo. Asked the other boys, and then I met Farrell and Melon, a few others, and they taught me a few things. And you'll get there. Honestly, it becomes worth it. GA is good. I enjoy flying GA.
Airways 231, runway 18 left, echo 6, clear for takeoff, wind 260 degrees, 17 knots, good 23.
Okay, right, with Project Fly, I've done 3 flights at 9. Yeah, that's good, mate, that's not bad at all. Just gotta keep practicing, haven't you? Right, with Project Fly, I should, in theory, have some new things to play with on the bot, but whether it's working at the moment, I don't know. No, it's not up and running yet. So the ORBX looks pretty good. Yeah, no, I've got a Cytec joystick. It's got a throttle built into that as well, so I use that. Mouse is it's better than flying with the keyboard, but it's a lot different flying with a mouse than it is to flying with something like that, like a joystick. Yeah, this wind's crazy, mate. Probably shouldn't be flying in it, but hey. It's going to be a long 172 miles like this, isn't it?
Get a 1845, line up away, down 18 left, echo 6, number 2 for departure. Line up away, 18 left, echo 6, number 2, Canada, 1845.
yeah,
Line of 5 Tango, runway
172 miles, mate. It's a bit of a trek, and we've got a return leg as well with that. We're doing it on the FSE to try and get some money up.
Transavia 5 Line of Tango, runway 1 left Echo 6, clear for takeoff, wind 260 degrees, 15 knots, good 22.
Yep, doing it all tonight. Autopilot's disengaged because of that one gust.
Get a 47 X-ray, runway 24 Sierra 5, clear for takeoff, wind 260 degrees, 18 knots, good 23. 24, clear for takeoff again, 47 X-ray.
Let's get some airspeed up.
Belavia 868, are you ready?
Yeah, doing it all tonight, mate. Gonna do, yeah, so we're going up there tonight. Gonna come back tonight, and then we've just bought a plane on FSC as well as a group. So I think I'm possibly going over to America then with it. We've just bought a 210 as well over there, so I think I'm going to be doing, if I've got time, I think it's about 180, 190 miles east, trying to bring the plane back. No, we bought it as a group, so we've managed to save up about 290, nearly 300 grand in 5 days. So yeah, we bought it all together as a group. We're all going to fly it. There we go, so we're nearly at 5,000. There's 5,000. Right, so hopefully we can start getting a bit of speed up now. This thing should cruise at about 160.
Russia Golf 4530, runway 24 Sierra 6, spike body departure, clear for takeoff, wind 270 degrees, 11 knots, good 23.
Clear for takeoff 24, spike body.
Yeah, so what you need to do, mate, is when, I don't know if you joined or whatever already, but once you've got it all set up, you've got your account and everything, you select what you want to fly. Let's make sure obviously the plane that you want to fly is at the airport you're flying from, and then it gives you the option on the page where it says My Flights, it gives you the option to do fly for UMA, so you do it through that.
Shamrock 3 Echo Romeo, wind 240 degrees, 7 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff, bye bye.
Clear takeoff, Shamrock 3 Echo Romeo.
Yeah, man, there's no rush. No rush to do a flight. Just get used to flying the little GAs first.
Ryanair 28 Charlie from Papa 1, enter backtrack and line up runway 34, Abeam Alpha and wait.
From Papa 1, enter backtrack 34, Abeam Alpha and wait, Runner 28 Charlie.
So we've got about an hour left of this flight.
Flyer 77 Charlie. 577 Charlie, wind 240 degrees, 7 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff. Goodbye.
Clear takeoff to 8577 Charlie.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll speak to you soon. Pop back in whenever you need to.
Ryanair 153, cross runway 34 onto Hotel 1, hold on Hotel 1.
Cross runway 34, hold at Hotel 1 right there, 15.
Shamrock 59 Kilo, line up runway 28 to beam Echo 2 please and wait.
Line up runway 28 to beam Echo 2, Shamrock 5 Kilo.
Right, guys, give me a couple of minutes. I'll be back in a second. All right, I'm still gonna be flying. Just gotta go quickly do something.
Ryanair 153, hold on Hotel 1 and prefer the taxi, contact ground 121.180, bye bye.
Hold at Hotel 1, 121.180, Ryanair 153, right.
Right, I'm back. I'm just trying to sort out these settings because it's dropped my frame rate load, so I'm just turning it down slightly and waiting for it to load up on the scenery phone. Should, in theory, as long as it doesn't freeze, come back to where we were before. So a couple of minutes and we'll be back flying. See, this is what happens when you start messing around with your settings that were fine. I should have learnt. Should have learnt. And now it's taken ages because all the ORBX scenery.
Ryanair 28 Charlie, wind 240 degrees, 8 knots, runway 34, clear takeoff. Bye-bye.
Clear takeoff, runway 34, Ryanair 28 Charlie, with you.
Right, we're loading. Let me just let it settle, and then we should be good to go again. There we go. Right, sorry about that, guys. Really apologise. Just need to get that set up because it was starting to drop the frames.
59 kilo, wind 240 degrees, 8 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff. Bye-bye.
Clear takeoff, runway 28,
Hopefully it'll be a bit more stable now.
Sharma 582, line up runway 28, full line to runway available.
Morning, line up runway 28, number 5.
Speedbird 831, uniform, line up runway 28, full line to runway available.
Good morning, Speedbird 831, uniform, line up 28.
Right, so the speed's gradually picking up now, which is good. This wind is just crazy.
831, uniform, wind 240 degrees, 8 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff. Bye.
Clear takeoff, Speedbird 831, uniform.
Ryanair 13 Golf Yankee, line up runway 34, beam alpha and wait.
Line up 34, beam alpha and wait, Ryanair 13 Golf Yankee.
Let's drop the cowl flaps a little bit. Close them.
Double tap, hello, Ryanair 8 Whiskey Alpha.
Ryanair 8 Whiskey Alpha, good morning, continue approach, wind 240 degrees, 7 knots.
We've got the gin out. Gin's all out, good to go. Let me have a look at this weather. What we got? So where we're going, wind's expected a little bit less, 16, so it's a little bit better.
Ryanair 2 Mike Uniform, good morning, Echo 1 ready for departure.
Ryanair 2 Mike Uniform, good morning, line up runway 28 and be ready please.
Line up runway 28.
Alright mate, no worries. Cheers for joining. Sorry about the bit where it was obviously a be right back for a good 5 minutes, so apologies on that. But yeah, enjoy that mate. What team? What team first before you say anything?
Ryanair 2 Mike Uniform, wind 240.
I'm sure we've had this conversation already.
Runway 28, clear takeoff. Bye.
Clear takeoff runway 28, Ryanair 2 Mike Uniform.
Chelsea there, that's it, scum. Scum. Yeah, get out my chat, banned. Go and have a good day mate, have a good day.
Ryanair 8 Whiskey Alpha, wind 240 degrees, 7 knots, runway 28, cleared land.
Clear land, runway 28, Ryanair 8 Whiskey Alpha.
If it was Arsenal, then we'd be talking, we'd be on the same wavelength, but it's I can't condone Chelsea mate, you know this. See you later mate, enjoy.
Ryanair 2 Juliet Tango, line up runway 28 and wait, full length runway available.
Line up runway 28, Ryanair 2.
Right, I think we're going to try 3,000, see what it's like down here. See if the wind's a little bit better.
Ryanair 8 Whiskey Alpha, turn right onto Bravo taxiways, remain on frequency.
Okay, onto Bravo, slow code Ryanair 8 Whiskey Alpha.
Ryanair 2 Juliet Tango, wind 240 degrees, 7 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff. Bye-bye.
Clear takeoff, Ryanair 8 Whiskey Alpha.
Ryanair 8 Zulu Mike from Papa 1, enter backtrack and line up runway 34, beam alpha and wait.
Ryanair Papa 1, enter backtrack, line up runway 34 and beam alpha and 8 Zulu Mike. Ryanair 8 Zulu Mike, ready for departure.
Roger, I'll call you back. Ryanair 8 Whiskey Alpha, cross 34 onto Mike 1 and turn left onto Foxhauser, hold short of link 5.
Cross runway 34, Mike 1, left onto Fox, Alpha, hold short, link 5, Ryanair 8 Whiskey Alpha.
Nortrans 1822, wind 230 degrees, 7 knots.
Yep, keep her scams it is. That windy in the UK at the moment, yep. It was worse yesterday. It's not as bad today, but yeah, it's a lot worse yesterday. It was crazy, crazy weather. I tried flying yesterday in the UK and it was just
Ryanair 8 Whiskey Alpha,
just not worth doing it, so yeah.
Bye-bye.
It was a little bit calmer earlier, but it started to pick up again, but I think sort of central UK is a little bit better. '93. Where you from, then, mate?
93, where are you from there, mate? 93, where are you from, then, mate? 93, where are you from there, 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 mate? 93, where are you
Ryanair 8 Zulu Mike, wind 240 degrees, 7 knots, runway 34, clear takeoff. Right.
Ah, South Africa, that's cool, man. Whereabouts in South Africa? I'm going to guess Durban. Joburg.
Ryanair 10 Golf Golf, line up runway 28, full length runway available.
Line up runway 28 and full length available right now, 10 Golf Golf.
Never ever been to South Africa, but I'd love to go.
Nortrans 1822, turn right onto the Bravo taxiways for Hotel 2 and hold short of runway 34.
Okay, Bravo Hotel 2, hold short of runway 34.
Joburg, yeah, I don't know why I just noticed Joburg. I think I grew up with a lad from South Africa at school and things. I knew him, and I think don't know, quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure he's from around that area, and he called it Joburg, so it's kind of stuck with me.
Ryanair 66 Charlie Juliet Roger, continue approach, wind 240 degrees, 7 knots.
So when you start doing some flying then, Keeper, where are you going to, where are you looking at flying? You going to be South Africa, or are you coming over to us in the UK, or are you going to go where Farrell is and sort of America, that sort of area where they like to fly? Well, you've got Dingo's in Australia, you've got all sorts of places.
Clear takeoff, climate structures, Ryanair 10 Golf Golf.
Go where the money is. Go where the money is. Or where your scenery is, that's the best thing. Hence why I'm flying here at the moment, because I've got all my scenery on ORBX. Got it yesterday, so it's worth just seeing it just for the ORBX, even though it's a little bit murky today. ORBX really do a fantastic job.
Hold on Hotel 1.
Yeah, I got Active Sky as well. Yeah, well I'll quickly show you my settings I've got at the moment. That's why I paused it, because I turned the number of world objects up to high again, because earlier I was getting like 75, but and then averaging sort of 40 on the ground, but since I went up into the clouds it sort of dropped to sort of 20 and it was struggling, it started stuttering, so that's why I dropped it back down to medium again. I think I was kind of pushing it a little bit, and all the others I've kept them the same there. It seems to be a bit better, but I think that's because I've dropped out the clouds again. But yeah, as soon as I go into the clouds, that's when it starts messing my frame rates up at the moment. But I haven't got anything super duper fantastic. It's just 960 GTX i5 overclocked to 3.3 with an oversized cooler on it. I've only got 8 gig of RAM. So for such limited sort of power compared to other people's computers this day and age. It's not doing too bad, to be fair. I mean, we're sort of still getting now sort of anything from 30 to 40 frames per second, so that's okay. I can live with that, and that's with all my add-ons as well. Yeah, well, this one's a 3570, I think, 3570K, the i5, and it was running it, but it just wasn't running it where I needed it to be, where I wanted it to be. So I thought, just overclock it, and mine's up to 4.3, I think. I had it at 4.4, but it wasn't stable enough, so I put it down to 4.3, and it's stable now on that. So yeah, that's pretty big change from the stock. I think it was 3.4, I think standard is, or 3.2, something like that. But I've got a massive into like sort of cooler on there as well, so that keeps it nice and cool. Not really going anything over 60 with that. 60 degrees there. 4.4, yeah, you just run the risk then, though, don't you? It's that whole, just for that little tiny little bit extra, is it worth it? See, the wind seems to have started to calm down a little bit now at 3000. It seems a little bit better now at this level. The cruise speed's starting to come up a bit as well. That's not bad at all, mate. 50 degrees. Yeah, you could potentially go up a bit more then, couldn't you? Just do it in increments. Just a little bit of time, see how you go with it. Run some tests on it. See, I knew absolutely naff all about it when I first started doing it, so the potential for me to have blown it up was quite high. But we got there. We got there in the end. Never. Well, I'm quite lucky. One of my good mates, he's a bit of a legend, to be honest with you. He bought a new game laptop. I think I've said this story before, you might not have heard it, but he basically gave it to me as a stock PC from his old gaming one from a while back, and then I've just upgraded bits and pieces for what I could afford. So yeah, it's ideal for what I need. And then I had the Cytec joystick from years and years ago, so I've just kept that going until it breaks, I suppose. It's all just a big learning curve, isn't it? I mean, I'd never done really much with PCs at all, and I rebuilt this one, new case, and just rebuilt the whole thing. HOTAS, yeah. I was looking at is it the Warthog? I was looking at that, and I was drooling over it, but it's about 300, I think it's about £350. I just can't justify that sort of money on a joystick at the moment. Got so much going on at home. It's I'm just happy with my my payware that I'm getting at the moment. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's got separate pedals, it's got separate joystick, separate throttle quadrant, and it's got so many buttons that are mappable. Literally your keyboard would not become obsolete, but most of the buttons are all on the actual controller, which is pretty handy. It seems like quite a few of the pro streamers use it as well. Yeah, it's just the only way I could justify it is literally if I was rich, money wasn't an object, or streaming was full time and you was making money from it. That'd be another way, I suppose. And if you had the money through that, sponsorships and things. So yeah, again, yeah, a bit like you, I couldn't justify that at the moment. Not with kids. Kids and food and bills come first. Really? That's crazy. I've heard that a lot with sort of foreign countries, like Australia. They're all saying like it's pretty much double the price to buy scenery and stuff like that, and planes as it is for the rest of us in the world. And I was just looking at when I bought ORBX, so I paid about £30 for it. But in Australia, I think they charge us something like $60, 60 Australian dollars, which is basically double. I guess it's all the tax and all that sort of thing that goes on it. It's crazy. It really is crazy, some of the stuff that goes on, sort of tax wise, and just makes you so angry. So how did you come across us lot then, us streamers that we've been, sort of Feral and Melon? Was it Feral that you come across first, was it? He's a good bloke. It was Melon. I just started streaming back in Jan. I thought I'd start doing some flights. Just while I'm flying, I just do some streams, see where it goes, and see if I can make some friends and just get some knowledge out of it. Really, just people like-minded and give me tips and advice while I'm flying. So, and then Melon come along, and then my world changed forever, literally. But now he kind of pretty much got us all together. It was me, Feral, Melon, and we started doing a couple of group flights. And then it kind of kicked off from there, really. And then we've got a few others joined. We've got Dingo, and I think they knew Finbar from before. Finbar's kind of streamed. He's a good old wizard that we've got. He does paints and things like that. But yeah, all started off with a couple of us. There's McFatty as well, and it's kind of ballooned from there, really, just in the last sort of 4 weeks. Yeah, I think we did our first group flight about a month ago. It was me, Feral, McFatty and Melon. Well, I don't know, it might just be me, Melon and Feral, possibly. But I started with I think I had two followers when I started a month ago, and I think I'm up to what, 67 or something now. It's not doing too bad. I'm enjoying it. And then we've got Grau as well. Grau Adler. He's a real world pilot. He flies a Citation, and he jumps in every now and again, gives us a hand, gives some tips and pointers, and helps us with getting a few few bits and pieces. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I think was that the one where they were flying the caravan? Oh no, my rings. I know they do a few group flights because obviously timings and all that. It's quite hard for us all to get together with Ferrell being in South Korea at the moment. So, and obviously Dingo, he's in Australia. So literally the time zones at the moment is all over the shop. So it's either early time in the morning for one of us or really late at night. There's never sort of anything in between, unfortunately, at the moment. But I think Ferrell is moving back to the US in the next couple of months, so I think sort of the end of summer. So make it a little bit easier us getting together doing group flights and things. And you're more than welcome to join us. Yeah, I don't know if you've joined my Discord or not, but just in case, there's my Discord as well, mate. And it always shows when I'm going live as well on there. But the ORBX looks absolutely fantastic. Really impressed with it. That's expired, is it? No worries, mate. I'll drop you one in Melons in a minute. Hang on, let's have a look. Let's go to Discord now, and I'll drop one in there now. In fact, I'll just send you an invite. There you go, my friend. That should work. That should be an up-to-date one. Cheers, dude. Yeah, sometimes I forget to put it in Melon's chat, so whenever I go live, it automatically does it through Streamlabs on there. So that's sometimes easy if you want to watch any of my streams. It's easy to do that. Or obviously, if you hit the notifications on Discord, on Twitch as well. Right, so look, where are we? Let's open these flaps a little bit just to keep the engine temperature down a bit. So 106 miles to go, about 42 minutes, so we're starting to make good ground now. We're just under 160 knots. I think we've got a good headwind, I think. Yeah, no, yeah, I have to, on Melons, I have to actually physically go in there and add it on there. Sometimes I just forget to do it, to be honest with you. Yeah, so if you look at the winds there, we've got a massive headwind. It's literally just coming straight at us. So that's why the speed is a little bit lower this time. And the other issue I've got as well at the moment is this place that I'm going isn't in my GPS. So I've had to find an airport which is about 4 miles away from it, and now I've got to try and figure out where it is, which could be quite fun. We might not even actually get there, to be fair. But then we've got a return leg as well, back down to Southampton, so at least with that, we'll be on a tailwind, so hopefully we'll have some good speed on the way back. switched over to the right tank there. It's currently 2 degrees as well at this temperature by the looks of it. Yeah mate, don't worry, I'll be lost as well, so it's we'll be lost together, don't worry. I've got a bad feeling I won't find it, to be honest with you. I even searched for it in X-Plane and it wasn't there, so it might not even be modelled in the system, whereas on FSE it is, so it's kind of stupid really. We'll see what happens. Might even have to set it down at the airport I've stuck on. Because I even searched for it on Project Fly and it wasn't even on Project Fly either. So yeah, like you say, it might not even be modelled. So I'll stick it down to that RAF base that we found, which is nearby. And then, sorry no, the place we went to go is RAF base. I'll stick it down to the airport, which is 4 miles, I think, nearby, and we'll see what happens if we can't find it. And we'll close it down there and see if it gives us any money from there. It might do, it might not. Who cares, we're having fun. And we're getting to see all this wonderful ORBX scenery. And we're flying 210 rep pack, which is pretty good. It shows so much stuff like walk-arounds before and after, which I don't know if you saw me doing. You can do all your mass and balance, it tells you, it's just so much more in depth. Yes, it was I think another £15 on top of the actual standard plane price, but it's so much worth it. And the difference within the feel it as well, like I don't know if you've seen any of your feral streams with it, the feel of it and the way it flies is good, really good. What's that then? What's the FAO? I don't understand that, mate. I'm a noob when it comes to flying, to be honest with you. Yes, I may be in the Air Force, but I'm not a pilot. I'm ground crew. Ah, okay. Let's have a quick look then. Let's see if it's renamed something different online. So let me search for it on Google. Let's have a quick look. So Echo Golf X-Ray Golf. So that's saying Church Fenton, Leeds. No. Formerly RF Church Fenton, so it's actually Leeds Airport. Ah, for God's sake. So, thank you for that, mate, because that's made me look into it. Leeds East, it could be. Yeah, formerly RF Church, so there we go. EGCM. You got it. So yeah, I think the thing is, if it's not going to be inputted in there, it's a case if it hasn't been updated. So let's change the GPS now. Thank you for that, mate. I appreciate that. And you'll probably find on Project Fly it'll be slightly different, but hey, it's alright. Leeds East, there we go, that's what we want. There we go. All set up. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, ground crew, mate. Nothing spectacular, but it's I get to mess with jets and planes and tornadoes and all that good stuff, and I enjoy it. Right, so let's change that on active sky now and see what that comes up as. Right, so have a look. Briefing. So the winds are a bit better, 15 at 280. QNH 1003. So based on that, we're looking at either 2-4 or 3-4 runway. So let's have a look at the approaches here. What's going on about here? Oh, I don't want. What's that doing here then? For some reason EGCJ, which is the old one, I don't want that anymore. Load procedures. Oh, hang on. Let's screw this all off. Let's start again. Accept. I'm pretty sure there should be an approach there. Well, if there's not, then there's not. We'll eye it up and see what's going on. No, I think the approach isn't. Maybe it's got no approaches set up on the airport. Maybe it's like a grass strip or something like that. So it might be visual. So we'll see what it's like when we get there. It's not going to be an issue anyway. The only issue would be is if I couldn't see where we're going. But we'll we should be alright, to be fair. We'll light it up and see what the score is. Sorry, mate, I didn't mean to ignore you then as well. For some reason, every now and again, my my chat on my other computer that I use, so I can see it, just freezes for whatever reason. So every now and again, I have to refresh it. Sometimes I miss some of the chat, so apologies. I wasn't ignoring you. I just didn't see it. Yeah, silence myself for 10 minutes. Shut up, Deutschworks. So I know my missus would want to do that. She'd love me to shut up for 10 minutes. There we go, so I should have updated all the other bits and pieces. I can't say too much, but we got tornadoes which we just disbanded at the moment. F-35s. Sod off. No, mate, like I said, I stream just to get advice off people and just generally chat, mate. It's you can seem like the most happiest and funniest person, and everyone gets on and thinks, oh, there's nothing wrong with them. Sometimes you actually feel alone, so it's yeah, it's nice to have like-minded people to chat to. I enjoy it. Lonely in the air, you got it. So look where we are. So we're not doing too bad. So we've got about half an hour to go. Yeah, 30 minutes, look. This headwind is absolutely killing us at the moment. No, mate, I ain't got the brain to become a pilot. No chance. No chance. I probably could, but it's RAF stuff is literally you've got to be the best of the best. And I'm 32, so I'm too old for that. 32 with 3 kids, it's not going to happen. If I was 17, yes, I probably could have pushed myself and aspired to what I really wanted to do, but no, too old for that now. Plus I'd never have any time to fly with you guys then either. You're right, it's not old, but it's old in the military. Especially when you've got whippersnappers of 16, 17 joining up thinking they know everything. Yeah, right. No, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm content. That is the word. Yeah, youth of today. Back in my day, don't know they're fucking born after these. Yeah, entitled attitude. You got it. You got it. Expected everything to be handed to them on the plate. Yeah, to be fair, mate, they do join up as young bucks and whippersnappers, and not all of them, but the majority of them think they know everything and they're going to be the best and all this. But to be fair, they do get it beaten out of them and shown who's boss and shown a bit of professionalism, and they tend to all become good blokes, good bunch of blokes. And I've made some lifelong friends as well. Respect's the biggest one, mate. Respect is the biggest one. Problem is, some think respect is just there straight away. They don't realise you've got to earn it. Yeah, I was the one of the main instigators of the reason why he's no longer in the group. I was behind the scenes making sure that when we were moderating it, so that's why me and Ferrell left. We left pretty quick. It kind of ruined the stream for us. It killed it all for us, and I couldn't stand it, his voice. And then I checked back in with Melon, and 2 hours later, and he was still flying with him, and I could hear the despair in his voice. So I spoke to Ferrell, and we were just like, right, let's get rid, let's get him gone. So he did the business on Discord, I did the business on the stream. And then when he popped in the stream, we were like, shit, that's backfired. So I had to quickly go in, delete him off other things, and then before we knew it, Melon was like, what's going on? What's going on? wasn't impressed. But then we explained why we'd done it, and he was okay. You couldn't get a word in edgeways with him. So we need to start vetting now. That's our new thing, is vetting. And I think we've decided to group flights with people that we know and people that we know are going to be okay, that we've chatted to before we stream things. As long as they're okay, we'll group fly with them. And then I think we're going to do like if it gets any bigger, or the streams go okay, I think we're going to start doing like group flights with followers and stuff like that, maybe once a month, and see how that goes. It was hectic, mate, yeah, especially when he started trying to do proper ATC stuff and we're there just trying to fly around, just pissing around as usual. But no, like I said, mate, you are one of the group. You are more than welcome to fly with us anytime. Anytime we fly. Yeah, taking off. I'm on final. I'm gonna have to go around because you're on the runway. Shut up. Fucking hell, it's a sim. It's not real. And they started talking about this flight school he was in. Just like, man, shut up, you are 13 or what? I don't think he was even 13, I think he was about 9, 10. We blame Melon for that. It was like, Melon was like, yeah, everyone can join, everyone's welcome to join. Backfired on him that time. Yeah, and one of his comments was to me and Farrell was, this keeps happening to me, people keep kicking me out. Well, I wonder why. I'm all for accepting everyone and being nice to everyone, but some people I just can't tolerate if they're going to be arseholes straight away. And the thing is as well, he hadn't even followed any of us. He hadn't even bothered following Melon, he hadn't followed Farrell, hadn't followed me. He just wanted to be on the stream. That's all it was. Mate, I was pissing myself. My missus kept looking at me like, what is your problem? Why do you keep laughing? And I was like, oh, just something's going on. It's some funny shit. Yeah. I think the new vetting is your balls have got to be dropped to start with. So yeah, over 18s only, bar the odd vetted one, I think, is what Farrell's come up with. He was a trooper. He was just trying to be too nice, wasn't he? It's just like, towards the end of the stream when I checked in 2 hours later, he was just like, God, yeah, okay, yeah. He just wasn't, he just didn't have the bottle to do anything about it, I don't think. I think the way we did it was the best way, because if we just told him to shut up, that would have been worse. I didn't see that bit. I remember at the start of the stream as well, it was like, literally, everyone was in like little props and just messing around. He's like, yeah, what plane can I use? And Melon was like, yeah, you can use any plane you want. Any plane, knock yourself out. And then he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to go in F-22. And we were like, so, okay. But logic would have said, I'd probably try and keep up something sort of the same sort of speed. Oh yeah, I'll go in F-22. Fucking Mach 3. Dick. Anyway. Yeah, I've got no way to. Yeah. Google's your best friend, buddy, I think is what he said. Oh man, I wanted to boot him as soon as he joined, but I was just like, okay, I don't want to be the horrible person. And then when I messaged Farrell and he was like, yeah, he's an arse, that's why he left. I was like, right, let's get it sorted. But it all just happened too quickly that we couldn't kind of let Melon know because he was still streaming. I was like, right, he's got to get gone. Melon was like, what's going on? We're like, mate, talk to you in chat. He wasn't happy at first, and then when we explained why, he mellowed out a little bit. We smashed the melon on him. And then when he joined the chat as well, the stream chat, I got kicked. We were like, who? Oh really? What happened? Oh man, funny times. Right, anyone in Discord? Let's have a look. No. Got Grout, Dan, you, Nicholas, our studio. He's there. Patty Baller, never heard of him. Yeah, we can be a bit of a laugh at some time. Oh, sorry, I've just seen your message. What is this? I have to wait 10 minutes. Apologies. Yeah, apologies, mate. My bad. Bad streamer. It goes into streaming mode, so I don't hear any notifications or anything. Alright, so we've got what, 46 miles to go. Sweet. At least the wind's a little bit better down here. Yeah, that seems serious, mate. It's not as bad as there's another one I can't remember what it's called. There's another one that's pay. You have to pay for it monthly to do it. But that sim is still fairly serious. But they are. I say I've done it. I've done it twice, I think. We used to fly on that quite a bit and try and find somewhere that no one was there with ATC, so we could just fly around and do what we want. Which is why we use FS Cloud now. It's a lot more laid back. But yeah, that's we got shouted at the once. We were at St Bart's and we were just messing around there. There was no one there, and then all of a sudden someone spawned in and they just started being arseholes. I think Melon got, I think they grassed on Melon. But if you tell them, when you sign in and when you log in, if you, the first time you do it, if you just go to a busy airport and listen to what's being said and how it's being dealt with, and then just take notes and whatever, and then when you want to actually fly, go to a less busy airport and just send them a message saying, look, I'm new to all this, be nice, and they're generally a good crowd, most of them, and they'll be alright with you. Yeah, FS Cloud is a similar sort of thing to VATSIM and Squawk Box, but it's got its own sort of setup, and it's online. I think it's got a couple of problems at the moment, so we chat on Discord and we use FS Cloud then for flying online so we can see each other, and it's not as serious. There doesn't seem to be as many people using it, so we can kind of fly how we want, where we want really, as a group. And also, me and Ferrell, I don't know if anyone else is going to join us. I think Dingo's possibly involved. Melon, I'm sure we'll more than likely want to do it. We're looking at doing a 24-hour stream in the next couple of weeks, I think. And maybe doing it for some charities as well. See how we go with that. I'll end up probably falling asleep at my computer whilst flying. That'd be quite funny. Be like a growl stream. Just see the plane going down. Yeah. I mean, FS Cloud's a bit of a pain in the ass to set up. But Dingo is the man who will help you. He helped me set it all up and put it on there. And Melon's pretty good at all that. Melon's an IT guru. That's his actual job in real life, so he will more than happily help you as well. So yeah, we'll set that up, mate, and we'll fly together. It is a little bit heavier on CPU than say Squawk Box and them sort of things, but it's a price I pay. I don't mind for having less hassle. Strangely enough, Melon is a guru, yeah. As stupid as that sounds, and I can't believe I said that. Yeah, he knows what he's talking about when it comes to computers. He gets annoyed at me and Ferrell because we don't read instructions. We just kind of expect him to tell us how to do everything. But hey, what's the point of having an IT guru if we can't just expect him to do everything for us, eh? Yeah, well, I think that's because he runs it on a laptop. I think Melon uses a laptop, so that's a lot of his issues. I think that's why he's looking at upgrading, and he's toying with getting a PC at the moment. He's kind of talking himself into it and then talking himself out of it, so he'll get one eventually. But he's talking of like an RTX 2070 and I think i9 or i7, so it's going to be a bit of a beast if he does. Yeah, the infamous instructions, I hate them things, I never read them. Generally, it's a man thing, isn't it? If you get instructions, you just chuck it to a side and figure it out for yourself. Am I right? Yeah, we all need to convince him. I don't think it'll take much, to be honest with you. Melon's quite easy to persuade. Right, 2 seconds. I'll be back in a minute. I've just got to let my dog out. Hang on. I'm back. Sorry, had to let the dog out. He started doing that look at me of like, I need a pee, let me out. Alright, so we're not far from, so 28 miles. 11 minutes. I have no bloody clue what he is. He's meant to be a Jack Russell Terrier cross, but he's literally twice the size of a Jack Russell. He looks like a Jack Russell, but he's built like a brick shit house. So I think he's got a little bit of shepherd in him somewhere, maybe a collie. But he's lovely. He's a little bit of a legend. He's only 20 weeks old at the moment, so he's still learning, but he's doing good. He's from a his mum and dad are working dogs. So mum was a terrier cross of some sort, but she was quite big. They weren't fully sure. She definitely had border terrier in her, but she was a bit bigger than that. She probably had some sort of shepherd in her, and then dad was full Jack Russell. So he's definitely mainly Jack Russell. He's just Jack Russell on steroids, basically. But he's so tame and placid. He's not got the mentality of a Jack Russell, which is nice. He's like, with the kids, he's amazing, absolutely amazing. But yeah, Jack Russell on steroids. That's the only way I could describe him. He's 20 weeks and he's twice the size of the one at the park. With floppy ears instead of pointy ears. And he's just teed at the moment, so we've got teeth everywhere. Yeah, he's a little live wire, mate. He's a little shit, to be honest with you. But he's awesome. He's cool. And with my PTSD and stuff, he's helped me loads the last couple of months since I've had him, getting me out and about again and helping with that. So he's my mate for life. He's a good bloke. Problem with all this ORBX is making me want to get north as well now, or central and north, which is another 60 quid on top. I might have to wait till next month to get that. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Like I say, eventually I'll get there. It's another 60 quid for north and central. I've got south, which is the majority of the UK. So yeah, it's definitely worth me. I mean, I fly most of my stuff in the UK anyway, so for me it's worth it. I don't normally. A lot of the stuff I had was all ortho. I had all ortho stuff, but I was kind of convinced to get it, and I'm kind of glad I did now. Where are we at? Okay, so let's drop it down a little bit. Let's go down to about 1500 now. What was the issues you had then? depends what ortho you're using. Was it the latest 1.30, which doesn't use as much memory, and you can actually, like what I used to do is with the 1.30, you could specify certain areas at different zoom levels. So what I would do is around the airport, say for instance Birmingham Airport, it would be like my main area that I'd fly in and out of when I used to do my Ryanair flights with Zebo. So all the places I used to fly regularly to, like Dublin and them sort of places, I'd zoom level 19 within sort of a mile or two of the airports on approach and things, and then a mile out of that would be 18, and then a mile would be 17, and then the rest of it would be 16. So I was limited my files literally just to certain areas of zoom levels, and the rest of it was sort of like the level 16. When you're higher up, it doesn't really matter then. Oh, so you tried that? What? It just didn't work? As in, what was the reason it wasn't working for? Just storage space for one, and what I suppose was it taking a hit on your frame rate as well? Was it? Yeah, it seems strange for me. When I first had ortho, I tried it. I tried just Bristol Airport, just around there, just a small airport on the original. I think it was 1.23 or 1.26 or whatever it was, and it was just massively slowing down my sim. So I quit it. Didn't bother. Went back to standard, and then someone told me to try 1.30, and I tried it, and it just worked a treat. So like the last sort of 2 months, I've been streaming most of my streams with ortho. But I was real dubious about getting ORBX because I just thought it'd actually absolutely kill my frame rates, and to be fair, it hasn't. It's actually improved it slightly, believe it or not. Yeah, don't worry, mate. I've got stubby fingers as well, so when I'm typing on most people's other streams, it doesn't make any bloody sense either. Plus I'm English, so it don't make much sense anyway. We're all a bit nutty. English is your 9th language. Yeah, English is supposed to be my first, apparently. The other 8 English languages, yeah. I think we'll start slowing it down a little bit now. What's the fuel looking like? Yeah, fuel's alright. We'll turn to the right for a bit. It's fairly even. Oh, that's one way of putting it. Right, I think when we get down, I think it's going to be a case of get down, drop these people off, turn and burn, and get back down to Southampton. can see the old blinkeroo ahead. So I think we'll do a little fly over it, see what the runways are looking like, and then we'll go. Yeah, with FS Economy, I've got a flight back to Southampton. I'm trying to keep this plane down there, even though it's not mine. I'm trying to keep it down there because at the moment I like flying it, and there's quite a few jobs down there. There's good money earners down at Southampton. There seems to be quite a big hub down there for us, so I'm trying to keep this down there if I can, and also I don't get any penalties then as well if I bring it back. And also it'd be interesting to see me getting this thing down for the first time. Penalties apply. It says they call it's a bit sneaky really. They call it a bonus. So for instance, I was flying a PC-12 the other day, and that was £1,000 bonus, which is actually bullshit. It's £1,000 penalty. So if you fly it too far away, they'll charge you an extra £1,000. So with that one, for instance, I found a job where I could take 7 people out, and I brought 8 people back to the same airport, so I didn't get any penalties or charges. Yeah, it's a bit sneaky how they do it. It looks like they call it a bonus, which is not. It's a bonus for the owner basically, and it's a fuck up the ass for the person flying it. So we're right over the airport now. Okay, so we potentially could have gone straight in, but I think we'll use the. Yeah, no, we'll do a turnaround and we'll come back in because of the wind. Okay, let's get rid of this autopilot. Let's do a spinner route. Sun's just starting to set now, so I think it'll be a fairly nice flight back, even though we won't see much scenery. We'll have some good lighting and stuff on the way back. Yeah, we're just going to bring this straight in. None of this pattern flying with FSE, get it in, get it down. Time's money. It's gone through the prediction. I like it. So I don't know if that's working on Project Fly yet, but we'll soon find out. But I've just enabled the bot today, so whether it actually works, I don't know. It wasn't working for any of the commands at the moment. There we go, we're down. Let's go find somewhere to drop these people off, and then we'll close FSE down for that one, and then we'll start up with another one with the flight back. So I think this is the old RF Church Fenton base, apparently. But yeah, for my first time landing with the rep pack, I'll take that. That wasn't bad. Right, let's get the parking brake on. Let's close this down, see what we get. Yeah, see, it's whetting your appetite now, isn't it? You wanna go flying. There we go. So let's let me go on to economy and see what it's saying. Okay, so see what we made on that last log. So right, so we made 3,672 off that. It wasn't too bad. Okay, so let's set up this return leg. I need to pop a bit of fuel in there, I think. So we've got 29 gallons left. It's saying we'll use 17. Should have a tailwind. It should be alright, but I think To be on the safe side, I think I'm going to stick another 5 gallons in there. Oh, cool, we'll give it 6. There we go. So stick 35 gallons in there, and then we've got 4 returning passengers back to Southampton. So let's get that set up then. Right, I think I need to get that setting working with Project Fly as well. I need to set Project Flybot as a moderator, so I'll figure out how to do that as well quickly. Yeah, you joining us online, or are you just gonna do it while I'm flying at the same time? Yeah, that's cool. Right, there we go. So we've added fuel, added in the passengers. See if we can get it started. She wants to go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Somehow managed to flood it. Right, there we go. So we set it lean for now, or rich, or whatever it's called. Get some of the lights on. Okay. Avionics on, and let's set this up. Yeah, it should be easy this time. There's less wind, isn't there? I think it was like 26, 29 knots gusting before. There we go. And we'll set up the approach en route. We'll leave that as that at the moment. Yeah, it models a lot in well, doesn't it? It's Carinado, they're good at doing that. So we're going to go back up on ourselves down the runway. There we go, so we've got Project Fly working now, so let's try distance. There we go, works a treat. Grout, how you doing, mate? Welcome, welcome, welcome. 2, mate, it's 2. Got a diamond. Nicholas, hello, welcome. Yeah, Grout, we managed to buy our first planes where we got a 210. So we bought that in FSC today. So we've got that flying, we're bringing that back over to the east coast, I think, of America, and then so we're going to fly around with that for a bit. And obviously we've got yours that we're using as well, and then we've got a Baron as well that someone's leased us in the UK. But yeah, this is the Rep Pack, which I highly recommend if you haven't got it already. Nicholas, you're right, it is Monday tomorrow. Melon, where have you been all my life?
You screw up just this much, you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Melons has entered the room. Thanks for the host, mate. The fact that you haven't got me on auto host already is quite shameful, but anyway. Come join on chat and Discord, Melon. Level up for Nicholas. Malin, I've got something new for you to play with as well. There you go, Melon. Play to your heart's content. Yeah, keep saying it does have an autopilot, or it's got, like Melon said, it's got a gyro lock. So you can kind of pretty much just set the direction, it'll do its business for you. It's that big thing in the middle. It's I can't remember what's next to you now because I've only flown it like 3 times myself, but it takes a bit of messing around with fettling. Front and centre, yeah, I thought it was in the centre. So we've got a nice tailwind going on now. What's up, Grout? No worries, man. Always pop in when I see you streaming. Pop and say hi.
You screw up just this much, you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Grout, thank you for the host, buddy. Appreciate that. Good lad, thank you, mate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What are we up to now? Up to 67, Grout. So that's most of those are a thank you to you.
You screw up just this much, you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Nicholas, thank you for the host, mate. Two hours, 30 minutes, 28k. Bloody hell. That's earning some money, that is great. Yeah, press Y scams. That should hide it for you. Just press Y and it just goes.
You screw up just this much, you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Agent Captain, thank you for hosting. I'm pretty sure that's Nicholas. Thank you. That's your alias, isn't it, Nicholas? Yeah, see, I could have done that with this one, but I just wanted to go direct. I brought 5 up, and then I think I'm bringing 4 back, so it's about 3.5 grand each way. At least this way I've got a tailwind, whereas before was a headwind, so it was an absolute nightmare. Took longer than it should have. So you've got about an hour left on this one. So, looking at runway 20 for landing. Yeah, same here, man. I just literally on that, I choose the altitude hold mainly. I have no idea yet. I think Ferrell, it's Monday for him, so he'll be working till the evening, which is my morning, which is Melon's morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Wait, you wish. Yeah, Melon's pretty much the master of the DC3, loves that thing. It's his friend. Yeah, Melon, when you buy your new PC, we were talking about you earlier. Buy it, buy it, buy it. So that doesn't answer the question, Melon. When's that then? A week? 2 weeks? 2 days? Tonight? Tomorrow? Now? You know you want it. You need to be as big as Grow when you're streaming, so you gotta get something up to date. We need to take them 36 followers up to 3,600 is what we need to do for you, Melon. Not too long then, summertime. Melon, come join the Discord. Come chat. I'm in the group flights. Your biggest one out of all of us. Well, that's a lie actually. I think Dingo's pretty big, isn't he? I think he's got 7,000 or 8,000 followers. Dingo has from back in his day. Yeah, Dingo's a legend. He's got a soothing voice. Yeah, when I chat normally, it's normally on my mobile as well. When I'm not on PC, Melon. See what it's like. I'll soon tell you. Siri. Melon. Hello.
Hello, hello?
What's up?
Is there voice activated in mobile mode here?
Oh, God knows. Are you in bed? Hello? Melon?
About to go run and do some errands here, so I just woke up a little bit ago. Not in bed anymore.
Come fly. Screw the errands, come fly.
Testing. Testing.
2.
There we go. Now I got it.
Got it?
I did it, Harry.
Here. Come fly.
Come fly? No, I got it. I got places to go.
You ain't got no places to go.
Calls for my job that I can't run right now.
Oh, on a Sunday?
Yeah, I'm on call this weekend.
Oh, yeah, you said you were covering, weren't you?
But the area of my state where the call came in at is currently an island. So can't get there.
As in Island.
As in it was situated on a floodplain and the levees broke and
Oh, I thought you meant as in the country island. I was like, yeah, you're not getting there, are you?
well, we do service also on cruise ships. We have to wait until they dock and then we fly in.
So it's about midday for you, isn't it?
1 p.m.
Such a loser. What time are you flying later?
What?
What time are you flying later?
Oh, I don't know. As of this point.
Probably be asleep then by the time you do that.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, my man.
Because you're a cowardly lion.
He's funny.
So did you guys end up buying a plane last night?
No? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got the 210. It's currently in the middle of America somewhere. So I've kind of said, after I finish streaming, it was in Nebraska. So Ferrell's took it 150 miles east. And then I've said I'll take it from there tonight about another 180 miles east. And then we'll see where it is from there.
You guys had to buy a plane that I don't have. Bastards.
So you know what to do.
Yeah. And the more planes I buy, the longer it'll take me to get a computer.
It's all good.
So it's kind of a trade-off.
It's all good. I don't know. It's we've got a Baron in the UK that you've got. We can fly that in the UK. That's leased for free. Delta Lens is that one.
Yeah.
You've got loads of other planes, but that's just the cheapest one we could get. That's going to make decent profits for us.
Yeah. No, I understand. And if you two are gonna fly it, then by all means.
It was like 290 grand. No, it only had like 80 hours or 86 hours on it, so it was a good buy. And it was in America already, so it was like where we were going to be.
Yeah. Because America is where it's at.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, I hear the begrudging in your voice.
Yeah. Just gonna agree with you.
By the way, I'm not in your Twitch right now, so you'll have to read any chat messages that are directed at me.
Yeah, no one cares about you, Melvin.
No.
Oh, Nicholas
Yeah,
says.
some do.
Nicholas says your voice reminds him of Siri.
Oh, well, how can I help you today, Nicholas?
I'd say more like Kit from Knight Rider. Hello, Michael. Say hello, Michael, in the voice of Kit.
Hello, I'd have to re-listen to that voice for me to do an impersonation of it.
Just do Mickey Mouse, that's the funniest. There it is. Should have brought some snacks with me. I'm tired and hungry on this flight. I think everyone wants you to say wee.
I've never said that.
You're now in your car, aren't you?
Actually, I'm just closing my flat door. Isn't that what you call it, a flat?
Apartment, flat, maisonette.
Yeah. I was trying to be British. Appreciate that.
Flat just sounds common. Apartment's better. Nicholas is asking, are you an actor?
Goes, it's back.
I'm pretty sure he's far from an actor, Nicholas. Keeper of Scams has said shack, not apartment, shack.
It's a shack?
It's a shack.
It's a love shack.
Love shack, baby. Let's do a little flyby. Ready?
There it is. Someone clip it. Put it in the Discord.
Clip it, Discord it. Pretty sure that was a good impression of Melon right there.
That was like half-hearted impression.
Yeah. It's like a comedy
You see, the only reason that I'm famous for doing it is because I do it no holds barred.
Yeah, I'd just get some strange looks from my kids if I did.
Well, that makes it worth it. That's an even better reason. Isn't it the whole point of parenting, to get funny looks out of your children and to embarrass them? There it is. Nailed it.
There you go. Happy now?
I'm never happy, but that's a good start.
We know that. We know that. Now you're in your car.
Yep. Had to kill the pink. Do you understand the sacrifice I'm making?
Yeah, well I don't want to listen to you driving, you're boring me then.
Uh-huh.
Bit like when I ring you guys up and it's like wind noise in the back. Like this.
Yeah, exactly. At least I'm polite and I mute the wind noise.
Well the iPhone's meant to do that for me. No,
iPhones are garbage.
You just put me in a different chat room, that's all you do. Just abuse
No
me.
such.
No, I'm not doing it again. Tricked you guys, I'm not doing it again.
I see Dan was flying the Republic CB.
Apparently it's been put in the Discord.
That's a fun little plane. Downloaded it.
That little circus looking thing.
Yep, it is quite possibly the ugliest plane around, but it's fun.
Is it like a water plane?
Yeah, it's amphibious, so it's both water and land. It's got gears and.
Let's do another flyby. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Played it.
You can
Here it
you can
is.
tell
Clip it. Put it in the Discord.
you can tell Farrell that he can land that thing gears down if he lands in the water. I mean gears up.
Impression of Melon right there. Nice. Thanks for the clip, boys.
Ah, wonderful. See, that's what you have stream viewers for.
Yeah.
They make sure that Farrell and I don't miss out on the fun when we're not around.
See, I think I need to have another admin, don't I? Because you boys are my admin, and you boys are never in my stream anymore.
Well, that's because you're never on when we're around and available.
That's not my
To
fault.
be in
That
your
I stream at a normal time. You know, like Greenwich Mean Time.
Whoa, where the fuck is Greenwich?
That'd be London, baby. Centre of the universe.
Right.
Yep, you got it. Even Keeper of Scam says it's definitely a normal time. Nicholas wants to be an admin. He's shouted, me. What do you think?
Well, it is your stream and your prerogative to make him an admin, and he is a very regular viewer, so if someone is to get admin...
He is there all the time, isn't he?
He's got my vote.
But then, he hasn't paid
Despite
his...
the
He
fact
hasn't,
that
he hasn't,
he will not appropriately smell melon.
Yeah, there's that as well. And also, he hasn't paid his subscription fee of $79.99 made payable to Deutschworks, has he?
Nope, sure hasn't. I mean, I had to buy you a friggin' plane for you to make me admin. Jeez.
Yeah, you had to buy me a plane. That was quite funny. Do you still feel bad or not?
Huh?
Do you still feel bad? Keeper of Scam says
No, it wasn't that.
$79.99. Nicholas says he can pay in bits.
I don't know how bits work.
No.
Or,
Oh, that's right, because you're not affiliate. Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't know nothing about bits. Ooh,
no, and,
burn.
You know,
We'll get you
I
there.
thought you were a nice guy, Deutsch. I thought you were a nice guy.
We will get you there. We will get you there.
My problem is streaming at bad times. I need to start streaming at a better hour.
Yeah, there's that, but then that's normal time for America, isn't it?
Yeah. I get more followers when I stream at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night versus when I stream when Farrell is on.
Yeah, whereas Farrell gets all the bloody likes and we get nothing.
What?
Whereas Farrell gets all the likes and we get absolutely naffle.
Yeah, no, that's usually what streaming is in the beginning. Is you get no one. You just got to get people in your chat.
Oh, someone's put. I'm not going to say who. He needs to stream without 13-year-olds in his stream.
I'm assuming that was Farrell.
No, Farrell's not
But
up.
he'd be sleeping.
He's now hiding.
He is hiding. He can't handle the day crew. You know, we stay up late for him, but then and you get up early for him.
Yeah.
And how does he repay you? He goes to bed at his normal time and gets up at his normal time.
Oh, because he's a teacher and he has to do a rubbish job.
Yeah. To be fair, though, it does pay for his place. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, he doesn't pay anything. That's why he's got all this money for planes.
I know. In America, it's a pretty big news topic as of late. Is teachers getting fucked? Seriously, like it doesn't pay. I know this bartender who was a teacher, and he makes more bartending.
Well, I don't think his plan is to come back and teach us it.
Oh no, he's done. He ain't going back.
He's gonna be a pilot. He's gonna be a real pilot.
I want to be a real boy. I'm gonna be a real pilot one day. Let me tell you all about it.
Yeah, Farrell's getting fucked at school, you're right.
Getting what?
Nicholas says Farrell is getting fucked at school.
That's true. No, he teaches in a different country. He might be all right.
He teaches in North Korea.
Well, you know, someone has to teach the way of the Kim Jong-un. You know, it's not surprising that our president is Donald Trump, and all of a sudden Korea wants to talk. You know, birds of a feather tend to flock to you.
Yep, there is that. Right, where's Nicholas? Shall we give Nicholas a little treat?
Do it. He's got my vote.
There you go, Nicholas. He's got the sword.
I would say.
He's got the sword of power.
I would say of all your viewers, he's probably the most consistent.
He's got the sword of power.
I really want to make that a hammer. But no, too dumb. I want my moderators to have the hammer.
No worries, birdie. No worries. I'm hungry. We still got 108 miles to go.
Are you flying an airplane? Oh,
Yes.
good.
Oh,
That's great.
Greetings. Watch the birdie. Jeez, I cracked myself up.
Hurricane Nifa. Welcome. I'm sure I've said that wrong.
Welcome to the stream where Deutsche here will just crash it right into a mountain.
Shut up, bitch. There's no mountains here, mate. It's almost as boring
Well,
as
leave
Ferrell's stream
it
earlier.
to you to find one.
I'll find a hill and still crash into a hill instead.
Wait, what?
A hill. You know what a hill is, right?
No. Have you seen Nebraska?
Oh yeah, you're from Nebraska, aren't you? That's where we picked the plane up from.
Yep. Where'd you fly it out of?
I can't remember.
Epley Airfield, I bet.
What called what?
Epley Airfield,
Doesn't ring a bell.
Coma.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Kilo Oscar Mike. No. Kilo Oscar Mike Alpha. That's it.
No. Don't know.
I lost my words there for a minute.
I didn't fly
There
it.
it is.
I let Ferrell fly it out. I let him have the
Give
first
him the
flight.
inaugural flight.
Yeah, I let him have the first flight in it. Considering it is from Nebraska and all that, I thought it might crash. Or fail.
Farrell's really into the FS economy thing.
Massively. He loves it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of there now as well. What are you doing? It sounds like you've put your head in a bucket and you're banging it in between a bucket like a ringing bell.
Well, I don't know if you know what a pothole is,
Is that
but Omaha is current.
Is that potholes you're going over?
Yeah. Yeah, there is nothing but potholes all over Omaha. You cannot avoid them.
I certainly won't be paying my road tax.
Yeah, well, the the road tax here doesn't pay enough because this city seems to buy the cheapest of all concrete, and so it just gets laced with potholes at the end of every winter.
It just gets busted up by the ice.
Like, I am currently at an intersection where people are going through the intersection with a speed limit of 45 miles per hour, and they're going through the intersection at 10 because of the potholes.
What would you
Because
say?
there are so many. They're shutting down this intersection in 2 days to fix.
What was you saying about America? America being so wonderful?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but America is the United States of America. So Americans can vary widely from state to state to state. And Nebraska is a cheap right-wing state, and they don't want to spend their money. You know, maybe that's why you're such an uneducated twat. You fell asleep during all your classes.
Mate, have you not seen the mess that the UK's in at the moment? We all voted Brexit, and 2 years later, we're still...
Yeah, how's that going for you there?
It seems like it's going well so far.
You know...
May can't get her shit together.
Yeah, I was going to say, Brexit was about the dumbest decision ever made by any country ever, but then America elected Donald Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not ones to talk
So,
about it.
I guess... No, you know, we had our chip. We were ahead of you, and then that happened.
It's amazing what a bit of money does, though, isn't it?
Well, I forget who said it. I want to say it was Churchill, but I don't think that it was. But he said that America always gets it right after exhausting all other alternatives.
That sounds right.
Yep, that is right.
But Churchill got it oh so right straight away, didn't he? I think, from what I remember, Churchill wasn't a very popular person until the war.
Yeah. No, that's actually accurate.
And then all of a sudden become this superpower.
Like Roosevelt's lauded first 100 days, people don't really realize that those first 100 days, he was not exactly surrounded in popularity about it.
And that was from the British alone, because he wouldn't join the war effort.
Well, not our fault that the British didn't recognize the threat soon enough and just let Germany do whatever. Until all of a sudden, oh shit, they're invading our country. Maybe now we should do something.
They never invaded our country. They were never even close. Maybe a little bit, but they weren't even close, sort of.
Yeah. They'd only taken over France and Spain, all your neighbors, and were launching attacks on you before you decided, oh, now we should do something.
And we still put up a fight, didn't we? And we still held them back.
Put up a fight that America had to come and bail your happy ass out of.
Oh yeah, like at the last minute.
By the way, my grandfather would like to say you're welcome.
Really? And my grandfather would also like to say the same thing. He's the
What
reason.
did you save us from?
He's the reason you're not talking German at the moment.
Right. But anyway, I am at where I was going to, so I'm gonna dip out.
No. Alright, mate. No worries. Thank you for popping in.
No problem, buddy. Have a good stream, safe landings.
Later.
Remember to put the gear down, you don't want to ferrule it.
I won't ferrule it, and I certainly won't melon it.
Well, melon it, that's reserved for me.
And my emotes are all reserved for you as well.
There you go. Alright, see you later, bud.
Laters, bye.
Bye, stream chat.
And he is gone. "90 miles to go." So just about halfway. And the weather has made a bit of a turn for the worse all of a sudden. Phew! Bye, Merlin. So you going into? Are you just starting now? Are you, keeper? You're going to Southampton? You said. You're doing the same route as me. Yeah, it's because you've got two engines to my one. Yeah, so my ground speed is 169, which isn't bad for a little Cessna. Yeah, so I'm sat about 155 indicated, and then ground speed's 171. Yeah, Nicholas, see you soon, mate. I like this little project flyby, it's good. Does all the hard work for me. Right, I'm just going to go make a quick drink and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. There we go, we're back. Back with a gin on board. So how far have you got to go then, Scams? No, got a bit of tonic as well, mate. I'm not feeling too hardcore today. And as you now know my background, Scam, I'm sure you might recognise that cap there as one of my emotes. So we've got about 25 minutes. I've got rough time, but then I'm going to start the approach as well a bit before that, so it'll be a little bit longer to vector in. It's still quite bad, is it? Oh, good. Let's have a quick look on Active Sky. Let's have a look what it's saying. It's dropped a bit. It's only 11 knots now. When I took off earlier, it was gusts of, well, no, it was 26 gusts of more, I think it was. Yeah, I don't think it's certainly as bad as it was. It's starting to get a bit windy now though. I can see the get buffeted around a little bit. Yeah, see, I'm only at 3,000. I tried 5,000 earlier and it's a bit too much, so I dropped down to 3. It just seemed to be a little bit more stable for me. cruising at 10. Yeah, well, you've got that big plane, the big DC-3. You'll have to let me know what it's like on landing as well. 'Cause you're using Active Sky, aren't you? So it should be the same. How have been streaming 3 hours already? Craziness. There's a runway. Yeah, well, when I left, it was like 3 PM, wasn't it? So it's obviously real world weather time. So it's just literally the sun's just set now as we speak in the UK. It should be right. I've got the approach and stuff. So Echo Golf Tango Kilo, that is. Oxford. Yeah, I understand. Especially the DC-3 as well. If it's a bit of a handful, can be. Especially if you've flown it a few times. So it was your 4th time you've flown it? You'll be alright, you'll get it down. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't have FS Cloud. We could have done it online then. try and get that set up. I'll try and help you get it set up, and then you can fly with us then in some of our group flights later on. Just going through this bit. It's only the second or third time I've flown it. So we've got what, 16 minutes, 17 minutes, so we'll how far are we? 46 miles. I think we'll change it to our approach vector now. There we go. So we'll be pretty much going straight in. dude. 205, that's not bad. Okay, so the gusts have gone. That's good. Good news. But yeah, 205 is not bad at all, mate. Well, if it's only the 4th time and it's not really an airport you're used to, it's good. That's alright, it's all good. Got it down safe, that's all that matters. But the wind's back for me anyway. You got it, mate. Any land you can walk away from, you got it. Exactly, you didn't melon it, that's the main thing. Even though he's not here to abuse anymore. Hurricane Alpha, I've just got it. My bad. Wasn't earlier though, was it? I had a quick glance to see what it was while I was flying. I couldn't see it properly, so sorry about that. I think the DC-3s always bounce a little bit anyway, mate. Tail draggers are never the easiest to land anyway. Okay, go. Nothing to lose, mate. Where you go and look for popular airport with something like a Cessna or something, try that. Start off small with a small little flight. Yeah, that's good, mate. I'll probably be finishing the stream after that anyway, so right, let's have a quick look. Winds should be down to 9 now. 110.75. So this. So I think shit thing about streaming at night is it's just dark and you can't see anything on the stream. You can't even really see how much it's moving around like it is. Exactly. Yeah, you got it. That's the thing with big airliners anyway, you just pretty much monitoring systems. start the descent. Yeah, it is. Then the ret pack's on top of that then as well. There's the runway. The winds are starting to calm down a little bit. We've activated approach. Let's slow it down a bit now. Fuel tanks are about level. Right, landing gear's down, pretty much set. Full flaps. Yeah, this plane's just good without the ret pack anyway on it, to be honest. I quite like the walk around feature and the little additive bits you've got on there that you have to shut down properly and the different states you close down, so I quite like that on it. Autopilot off. Got a bit of a breeze from left to right, not too much though. So yeah, that's working out with the landing rate guessing as well. I like it. Yeah, it's still a bit of a win, wasn't it? All this bloody traffic everywhere in the way. Just gonna be naughty and sneak it in there. Screw rules. No one listens to rules. Right, let's finish economy and see what we got for it. Padre, you did nice. So let's have a look what we made from that then. Then we'll have to go around and walk around before we close down. So on the way out, we made 3,672, and on the way back, with one less passenger, it's 2,989. So yeah, it's not too bad at all. So let's see what the bank's got now for the Bank of Melon. Yeah, Scams, thank you mate, thank you for joining us. Good night. Thank you for joining us, it's really much appreciated. Keeping me company. Yeah, no worries mate. Not a problem. I'm sure I'll see you next stream. So yeah, so we've made some good money on that. So we've bought the planes today. We're back up to nearly 14 grand in the bank account already. So we are going well, we're going strong. Right, let's do the shutdown procedures. All the tie downs on, all the chucks, engine covers. Because with this plane it simulates next time I start, whatever state I've left it, it'll start up on that state. Just like a real plane would. So that's it for tonight then, guys. So I want to appreciate everyone who's joined me, who has followed, shared, watched. It's very much appreciated. So roll the credits now, thank you. See you again soon.